One of the bigger PI cases that I had was a traumatic brain injury case. I remember how I got that case. I was down in the Virginia Supreme Court, and on my drive back, I got a call from a family who told me that their loved one had just been involved in a serious car accident. My client's husband was T-boned by a truck, a Ford F-150. It was a landscaping truck. Her husband was medevaced from the scene, and he was in a coma for 2 months. It was a challenging case because my client doesn't remember or didn't remember anything about the accident, of course, because he suffered this traumatic brain injury and he had been in a coma for 2 months. The driver of the truck claimed that he had the green light and that my client had run the red light. I knew that it was going to be very important to preserve as much evidence as we could. So the next day, I contacted my investigator and I asked him to go to the crash site and see if he could obtain any surveillance videos. As it turns out, there were surveillance videos. There was a gas station at the corner of the intersection that actually recorded the accident. And it didn't matter what the other driver said. It didn't matter what the insurance company said as far as blaming my client for the accident. We had video surveillance of what happened. So that case took a lot of time, it took a lot of resources to put together because, again, it's a traumatic brain injury. We hired the best experts that we could find to explain the kind of damage that my client suffered and that what the kind of treatment and therapy and help he would need going forward because he did suffer a traumatic brain injury. And I remember 3 months away from trial, we settled that case for $4 million. It was a case that could have easily been lost had we not found that video. It's a case where the gas station could have easily recorded over that video, but within 24 hours of being hired, my investigator was able to go out there and find the one key piece of evidence that made that case. Without that, we probably wouldn't have had a case.